JAG officers, what's the most clear-cut case you've seen get completely botched? Mine involved a sergeant who stole $47,000 from his own soldiers' death benefits and somehow walked away free. I'm still angry about it. I was a captain at JAG 6 years in, and I'd prosecuted everything from bar fights to desertion cases. But Sergeant Wade's case should have been the easiest conviction of my career. The evidence was so overwhelming, it felt like a gift. Wade was a rear detachment NCO at Fort Bragg, responsible for managing the affairs of deployed soldiers. When Private Garrett died in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan, Wade volunteered to help the family with paperwork. Noble, right? Except Wade had access to Garrett's bank account information, his social security number, everything. Over 8 months, he systematically drained the death benefits meant for Garrett's widow and 2 young kids. We had bank records. We had surveillance footage of Wade at ATMs making withdrawals. We had screenshots of him purchasing a motorcycle, a boat, and season tickets to Panthers games, all within weeks of Garrett's death. The man even posted pictures of his new boat on Facebook with the caption, "Living the dream." I remember sitting in my office, the case file open in front of me, thinking this would be over in a week. Slam dunk. Career ending for Wade, justice for the family. I could already see myself explaining to Garrett's widow that we'd gotten her money back, that the man who'd exploited her grief was going to prison. Then Lieutenant Pierce walked into my office. He was the investigating officer, fresh from some staff job, and he had this nervous energy that immediately made my stomach drop. "Sir, we might have a small issue with the evidence," he said. Small issue. Those words haunt me. Pierce had been responsible for securing Wade's financial records. Simple task, get a warrant, seize the documents, maintain chain of custody. Except Pierce had done something monumentally stupid. He'd let Wade's defense attorney be present during the initial search of Wade's home. Not just present, the attorney had actually helped organize the documents. "You let the defense attorney touch the evidence?" I felt my jaw clenching so hard I thought my teeth might crack. He was just being helpful, sir. Wanted to expedite the process. The defense immediately filed a motion claiming the evidence was contaminated. Argued that their client's attorney had been coerced into participating in the search, that the chain of custody was broken, that nothing collected could be trusted. It was garbage, but Pierce had handed them the ammunition. Then it got worse. The ATM surveillance footage? Pierce had stored it on his personal laptop, which he'd then taken home. His laptop got stolen from his car at a gym. The backup drives were in the laptop bag. Gone. All of it. The Facebook posts showing Wade's spending spree? Pierce never screenshot them officially. Wade deleted everything the moment he realized he was under investigation. Pierce had taken photos of the posts with his phone, but those were deemed inadmissible. Improper collection procedure. I spent 3 weeks trying to salvage the case. The bank records alone should have been enough, but Wade's defense attorney, a civilian lawyer named Curtis who was better than any of us expected, argued that without the corroborating evidence, the bank records only showed transactions, not intent. Could have been identity theft. Could have been authorized by the family. Could have been a clerical error. The military judge, Colonel Donovan, looked exhausted during the final hearing. "Captain, I want to convict this man. Everything in my gut says he's guilty, but your evidence has more holes than a shooting target." I wanted to scream. Garrett's widow was sitting in the back of the courtroom. I could feel her eyes on me, trusting me to deliver justice for her husband, for her kids. Wade walked out of that courtroom with an Article 15, the equivalent of a slap on the wrist. He was required to pay restitution, but at $200 a month it would take him 18 years. He'd be retired by then. He transferred to another base within a month. Pierce got a letter of reprimand. That's it. His career continued just fine. But here's the part that makes it all worthwhile. 3 years later, Curtis, Wade's defense attorney, called me out of the blue. Turns out Wade had tried to sue him for legal malpractice, claiming Curtis should have gotten him off completely. During that lawsuit's discovery phase, Curtis found Wade's hidden offshore account. Evidence of the theft was right there, along with proof Wade had hidden assets during our original investigation. Curtis sent everything to the FBI. Federal prosecutors don't have the same rules of evidence as military courts. Wade got 15 years in federal prison for wire fraud, tax evasion, and theft from a military dependent. Garrett's widow got every penny back, plus interest and damages. And Lieutenant Pierce, he's a colonel now, still botching cases just at a higher pay grade.